What is up, guys? So today I'm bringing you a new video. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, but I've decided to officially get started, and today I'm kicking that start off with a brand new camera, the GoPro Hero 7 Black. Alright, so today there's a lawnmower behind me with a 18 horsepower 2-cylinder and the start of a frame over here, and that's what we're going to be working on today. So as you guys can see, I have my frame right here. So this is just some square tube, so far some 3/16 flat plate over there, and then this was a tube, but I did not weld it all the way around, and I just decided to drop it one day, so my tacks broke off one side. So today I'm going to have to re-tack this in place, get some holes drilled out for the motor mount, and then we can start constructing the roll cage up. But before we construct the roll cage, I need a tubing bender. I don't have one yet, so that ruins that plan. Alright, we're going to build the front suspension today so we can actually have the motor sit inside. Alright, so here I have my go-kart frame. Right now, my head is right about where I want the motor to go. So I have these two pieces of 3/16 flat plate, or flat bar, I guess it would be, sitting here. I've got the holes in the back, but no holes in the front. I'm gonna make a cardboard template so I can drill these holes out. So, cardboard template is going to go on the stock holes for the motor, and then I'm gonna transfer those holes to here. And then it should be a perfect mock-up. If not, well, that's not gonna be very fun, is it? First things first, gotta crack a cold Pepsi. Now I can get to work. So this lawnmower engine is a Briggs & Stratton 18 horsepower opposed twin. I got it running and I drove it down. It used to be parked all the way up on the top of this hill. Now not so much. I've got the 4 engine mounts here. And the reason this is sideways was because I was about to turn it when I was carrying it back over, and then the dipstick popped out, and it sprayed all over me. And I just preferred not to continue carrying that, and I wanted to get inside and get it cleaned up. So I'm gonna have to find a place to set this where these pulleys won't interfere. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see the pulleys. All right, where those pulleys won't interfere, and I can just set this down, leave it there, and then I can come back and get these holes, the 4 holes that it mounts to. And don't you worry, guys, this engine is not at all heavy, and those cooling fins don't at all dig into my hands. And this is where she will sit for the time being. Cool. I kind of want to... There we go. That sits a lot more level. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we officially have all 4 holes drilled, which means we can mount our motor. But before we mount the motor, because of the pulleys, we have to do front suspension. So, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to do what is called twin I-beam suspension. And the way twin I-beam suspension works is the wheel for this side, the suspension pivot point will be here. Same for the opposite side. So they will scissor like that. Alright guys, so in the middle of recording that last clip, my racing seat got here. So this is a $60 plastic racing seat from Summit. I can get a cover for it. But this is the seat we're going to be putting in the go-kart, as well as the 5-point harness. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to have a 5-point harness and a racing seat in this go-kart, just to show you how insane I'm hoping it will be. We'll see how insane it actually is once we get everything started. For the twin I-beams, we're going to go ahead and grab a 10-foot pipe. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Cool, cool. Alright, so now that we have our 10-foot pipe, That's exhaust for my truck. Don't worry about that. 10-foot pipe. I'm going to go ahead and figure out what measurements I need and all that kind of fun little details and stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut everything to length and weld stuff. Be fun. Alright guys, so I lifted the front end up just so you guys can somewhat get a visual representation. I'm only going to use one because I can't hold two beams at the same time. Alright, so the reason I want to put a U or a V, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to call it a U shaped piece of pipe between these two is because if I mount it just straight here, it's going to get horizontal and stop. If I mount it somewhere down here, I can get a lot of suspension travel and go past vertical. So there's my idea for that. And I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and go with. Also, if I put that U there, the U hoop, if I put that there, it also can provide some protection for the pulleys that'll be sitting down here. Alright guys, so right now I have the seat positioned in the go-kart. I have to keep in mind that the motor does come back probably about to there. So I'll go ahead and put a wood block here, right about where I think the engine would sit. And this feels okay, but I feel like the steering wheel would still be hitting my knees. So I'm going to go ahead and scoot it back a little bit more. And I put the pedals here. I'm going to have a firewall between just that way nothing interferes. This feels pretty comfortable right here, guys. So I think this is what I'm going to go ahead and do. Steering wheel here, gas, brake, clutch, gas, brake, and then the clutch would be somewhere over here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and have it off to the left a little bit, so it's going to be gas, brake, clutch, and then a shifter right here, because I am going to have shiftable gears. So I feel like this is a comfortable spot for me. I am going to have to bump it in just because the frame is right there, so I'll actually just go ahead and scoot the frame. Yeah, a little bit more, and then I think we'll be where we need to be. And we'll go ahead and put the frame up against it, because I am a big person, and I feel like this is right where we need to be for this go-kart. hope you enjoyed the video. Unfortunately, this is as far as we can get with the tools that I have readily available now, but I think we got fairly far. The seat is now bolted in, ready to receive a 5-point harness, and the kart's ready for the roll cage and front suspension and rear suspension, and it's just ready to go, and I am super excited. This trophy kart is going to look sick. Hope you guys are just as excited as I am for this build. If you really like this build and you want to know every time I post a video on it, remember to subscribe. If you like the video a lot, go ahead, like it. If you don't, no big deal. And comment, give me some helpful suggestions, some tips, and whatnot, and let me know what you think of the build so far. Remember, I'm posting every Friday. We'll go with Friday. I'm posting a video every Friday, and they're gonna vary because I have a bunch of projects to do, and I gotta do them. This is my main focus right now, but I have other small projects. Next video, for this kart, we are going to be working on roll cage and start the front suspension. Next video in general will be the F-150. We are going to put a true dual exhaust with no cat, and two cherry bomb glass pack mufflers. And it's a true 2-inch dual all the way out. I am ecstatic about this, guys. I can't wait to hear it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. God bless. Have a good day.